Just take a short drive, maybe 30 minutes away from Vegas, and you can start to stargaze. So when the sun goes down, you're going to start to see a couple of different things going on. If you look at the picture on your screen, you're going to see kind of a pinkish arch above the horizon. So it's going to be about 10 to 46 degrees above the horizon, and then this belt is called the Belt of Venus. So it's also known as the anti-twilight arch or an alpenglow. And so the phenomenon causing the belt of Venus is called backscattering. This is where the light that is going through the atmosphere is being reflected back. So the reason that this happens is because the atmosphere is more dense than it usually is. So on the eastern side, you're going to see the belt of Venus, and that's the sunlight being reflected back towards the western side where the sun is setting. Just below that, you're going to see a darker area. This is called the Earth's shadow. And that's what it is. It's the shadow of the Earth. So it's caused by the angle at which the light is hitting the Earth. There's a part of it that's being blocked by the Earth compared to where you're standing, and so you're seeing the shadow of the Earth. After watching a beautiful sunset, the sky starts to darken and you're going to start to see different objects in the night sky. How exciting! One of the first things you're probably going to notice is the stars. Did you know stars twinkle because their light is being diffracted in the atmosphere? This means that that little pinpoint of light is being bounced around, causing it to become a little bit brighter and a little bit darker. Now the next thing you might spot could be a planet. To tell a planet apart from a star, try to see if it's twinkling. If it is, it's probably a star. If it's not, it's probably a planet. Planets actually do not twinkle because the area through which their light passes is big enough to make the diffracting not affect its brightness. Now another object you might see in the night sky is a satellite. You can identify an object as a satellite because it will be moving through the night sky at a fairly fast, constant rate. You might see it only for a few minutes and then it could be gone. And one other identifiable space object in the night sky is going to be a galaxy. One of the most commonly spotted galaxies is an arm of the Milky Way. Now, if you see a lighter belt going through the sky, that is probably going to be the Milky Way. There are a lot of different constellations in the night sky. Two that most people are familiar with are going to be the Big Dipper, Ursa Major, and the Little Dipper, Ursa Minor. And then one of my personal favorites is Orion. So a few quick little facts of information about Orion is that the middle star of his sword is actually a nebula, Orion's Nebula. And then the red star in one of his shoulders is a red giant called Betelgeuse. Now Orion's usually visible around winter, so about November through March. So we're just getting off of seeing Orion. Now some tools that you can use to identify constellations are star charts. So you can turn these, manipulate them so that you can see what stars are going to be in the sky during your time that you're looking at the sky. So here are just a few more tips for stargazing. So if you're getting turned around, can't figure out which way is which, you can find the North Star and that'll point you to the direction of north. So to find that North Star Polaris, you're going to take the two pointer stars on the Big Dipper, the two bottom stars of that cup, and you're going to point them towards the last star in the handle of the Little Dipper, and that's going to be the North Star. Additionally, for lighting, you want to try to let your eyes adjust to the darkness as much as you can. This can take around like 20 minutes. And then if you do need to have light, I suggest red light as it doesn't really affect your night vision.